Hello, everyone. Elizabeth McCoy back again with Elizabeth McCoy Inspires, and I hope everybody is having a blessed beginning to 2023. I'm going to start out today by asking a question. How is it that you currently deal with things when it seems like everything is spinning out of control? Well, how do you respond to those situations? Do you spin out too? Do you get overwhelmed? How do you react? Well, if you have followed my story for any amount of time, you know that I was seriously injured in that car accident 1 week into my freshman year of high school. None of that was in my control. Once I came out of my coma, having to relearn to walk, having to relearn how to care for myself again, none of that was in my control. I can tell you that it took learning, and it took me continuing to figure out how to overcome each and every obstacle. That's what helped me to be able to get the strength I needed to continue to face each and every day, to not give up and throw in the towel. I can tell you right now, so many times I wanted to give up. I would ask, why? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? But I knew deep in my heart, I did nothing to deserve this. It's just one of those things, one of those tragedies in life that come completely out of nowhere. I wouldn't be here right now if that was not a fact. He made a way for me. He can make a way for you too. But he wants you to give him control. Let go of everything that is not in your power. And that's basically everything but your response. That's the only thing you have control over in these situations. In these crises that just seem to come out of nowhere, you can't spin out of control. I've got people in my life and that I've known along the way for the past several years that sometimes do spin out, and they just don't know what to do because nothing's going right. They can't control every situation. They can't control how everyone else reacts, how everyone else does things. You can't control anybody else. So it's best to just leave that to the Lord, let it go, and keep moving forward. One foot in front of the other. If you've been following my story for any amount of time and listened to past episodes, you've heard me say that when you learn to overcome and rise above these obstacles and challenges, that's what brings pure freedom and peace. When you learn to give up control, give it to God and let it go, that too brings nothing but pure peace and freedom. So many times I would come home from school because my life just was not the same as it used to be. I didn't have friends that just wanted to be my friends and around me all the time. People would see something physically wrong with me, and they wouldn't care to get to know me. I wasn't popular like I once was. I feel like some of my friends, some of the people that I knew from school may have pitied me, so they felt a little bit sorry for me, so they would be nice to me. I don't know. But it was so much harder for me to make new friends. But I found my tribe. Over the years after I graduated high school, went on to college, and again, many people would look at me and see something physically wrong with me. figuring that I didn't deserve their time. That's fine. Those people weren't worth my time either. Find your tribe. Those that support you and love you no matter what. That's the support that you need when you're facing these difficulties, these obstacles, when nothing is in your control. I went on to graduate high school, went on to college, community college, and on to university, having no clue what I was supposed to do with my life. I ended up changing my major 4 times, but I continued walking in faith, trusting that the Lord was going to lead me and continue to make a way where there was no way. And He did. But He wants you to keep walking in faith and in trust through every obstacle, through every struggle that you're going to face. He wants you to turn to Him and ask Him for the strength and the help to keep going. Ask Him to guide you. That's all He wants, is you to ask. And He will never fail you. He's the one thing that has never failed me. I went on to college, changed my major 4 times before finally graduating with a degree in occupational therapy. I've been working with patients for the past 10 and a half to 11 years, and it's been such a blessing, especially when I get to work with those patients who've had some kind of a neurotrauma, suffered a stroke or traumatic brain injury, that have similar deficits and relearning to walk again just as I did. They'll tell me when I go into their room that they can't do this. And I'm able to sit across from them and tell them my story. They give me a hug on the day I discharge them home and say, I couldn't have gotten through this without you. Thank you. If you keep fighting and you keep going and you learn to not give up, to not let those things that are out of your control put a damper on your life, if you keep going, that's going to be you one day. You never know who you're going to be able to help a year or 2 from now that is in the exact place that you are right now. I believe we all have a purpose. Romans 8, verse 28 says, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have a purpose. I'm just blessed that I was able to know in my heart that if I keep facing the obstacles that would continue to come upon me the last 22 years of my life, continue walking through the doors with faith and trust that God continued to open, I knew that He would make a way where there was no way. That I would be able to do His will for my life and help those that He placed in my path. You can do that too, but you can't give up, you can't give in, and you have to keep fighting. Keep overcoming every obstacle that you continue to face on a daily basis. You can't give up. I know you can do it. You can make it through these challenges. You can learn to overcome. These challenges and these obstacles are just going to be areas for growth so that you can keep facing future obstacles and challenges with much more ease. Because with everyone, you learn how to give a little bit more of that control over to Him. It's not easy in the beginning, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So many times early on, it was at least 2 to 3 times a week. I would come home from school crying, saying I should have died in that car accident. I wish I was dead. But you know what? If I'd given up, I wouldn't be here today helping you. You wouldn't be listening to my story. You wouldn't be listening to me right now. I wouldn't be able to provide hope and inspire you to keep pushing, to keep fighting, and learning to persevere. I know you can do it. But I need you to know it deep down in your heart. I need you to believe in yourself. Never stop believing in yourself. Don't let the naysayers bring you down. I want you to keep standing tall because, again, with every obstacle, with every challenge that you face, that's just going to help to grow your confidence. Help you to learn to overcome. Help you to continue to be able to give all control over to Him. That's what brings peace and freedom. When you learn to rise above all of the obstacles and the challenges and learn to give Him all control. Because you can only control your response. So next time you're faced with a crisis, a tragedy, something that just seems to come out of nowhere, I don't want you to spin out. I don't want you to become overwhelmed. I want you to think and take a step back. Take a step back and think. Go to God in prayer. That's what's gotten me to where I am today. Going to God in prayer and asking Him for clarity, asking Him for the wisdom and the knowledge to help you to get through whatever it is you're facing. Asking Him to help guide you and lead you. That's what's going to help you to be able to keep pushing and to keep fighting each and every day. That's why I'm still here. He is my number one. If it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be here today. I want to thank y'all for coming on and listening to my message tonight. Now, if you found value in this message, please like and follow Elizabeth McCoy Inspires. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you know someone who is currently struggling, feeling a bit lost, doesn't know where to turn, and would get value from this message, please share it with them. Please send me a message on my Facebook page. Email me at elizabethmccoyinspires@gmail.com. Message me if you have someone that would benefit from speaking to me, or if you have a group that would benefit from me getting up and speaking to. I can speak virtually, or I can speak in person if you're in the DFW area. I know that's why I'm here today. I'm here to share my story so that I can continue to help provide hope and inspire and help people who are ready to give up and throw in the towel, help them to be able to keep going and pushing forward each and every day so that they can learn to overcome just as I have. Thank you, and God bless.